Y'all not there? All right, let's get this thing moving.
Don't care how long you go, how long you stay. Hey, good time treatment, bring it home one day. But someday, baby, you ain't gonna trouble for me anymore.
Well, good evening, everyone. How y'all doing? Welcome to Kicking It with K-Rack. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. I'd greatly appreciate your support. It helps my channel grow. I've been sick the past few weeks. I've had the flu. Been real bad sick. But I still managed to make it to work every day. Sucked it up like a real man does, and got my ass to work. Did what I had to do, and got the job done. Luckily, I was working by myself mostly. So hopefully I didn't get anybody else infected with the flu. But a man's got to do what a man's got to do to make a living, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I want to start off with this Memphis Flyer report. Just to let y'all know, Mr. Kyle Rittenhouse is set to speak in the University of Memphis this evening at 7 p.m. And there's a big controversy brewing up in the University of Memphis right now because Mr. Rittenhouse has been scheduled to speak on behalf of the nonprofit Turning Point USA, a conservative group, a college university conservative group, and the lefties, Tammy Sawyer, Hunter Dempster, and all those folks are chomping at the bit, stomping their feet, blowing them commie snot bubbles just because a man that was proven to be innocent in a court of law is showing up to set foot on the campus to speak about all the lies the media spread about him during his ordeal a few years ago up in Kenosha, Wisconsin. A little story about, if people don't know, Mr. Kyle Rittenhouse lived in a small, tiny town just over the state border, and his father lived in Kenosha during the BLM riots in 2020. And Mr. Rittenhouse decided to volunteer himself to go protect a local car dealership that had been attacked the night before, and he was out there helping people, providing first aid for people and everything like that. Was out there for a good while, and then all of a sudden the lefties started attacking him because he was carrying an AR-15, and he wasn't instigating anything. He was just there, and so the lefties went after him and started attacking him, and unfortunately 2 people died in the situation. 1 person was seriously injured. But the media took the story as that he just went straight up across state lines to go kill BLM supporters. A lot of these stupid lefties out here still believe that Mr. Rittenhouse killed 3 black people. But no, all the people that were involved in the incident was all white, including the 2 deceased victims. But yet the lying-ass media will try to make it out to believe that Mr. Rittenhouse portrayed himself as a vigilante and he was coming to save the day in Kenosha and put a stop to the BLM protests, which is the first thing from the truth. But anyway, he was found not guilty in a court of law. I watched every day, every minute, every second of that trial, and it was he should have never been charged with murder to begin with, because it was completely and utterly self-defense. It was all on. It was live streamed throughout the whole incident. I mean, it's a pure proof that he was defending himself from being killed by a mad mob group of BLM supporter / communists that didn't like the fact that he was a white guy out trying to help people during the riots in Kenosha, Wisconsin. But anyway, we'll jump right into this. This is from the Memphis Flyer, a very left-leaning publication in the Memphis area. It says users report ticket invalidation prior to Kyle Rittenhouse's appearance at U of M. And let's see, just show you how they lie about this, about how they talk about Kyle Rittenhouse. It says, I'm just going to touch on this just a little bit because there's other ones I want to touch on. Those who reserved tickets to the Kyle Rittenhouse recap tonight at the University of Memphis are reportedly having a re-reserved their free tickets. Several people took to social media to show that they received emails from Turning Point USA that their tickets had been invalidated, and an email shared by X by Tammy Sawyer. Event organizer said due to university's stringent ticket requirements, your ticket to tonight's event featuring Kyle Rittenhouse is unfortunately no longer valid. Now, what they did is the communists and the leftists went in and bought up all the tickets or took up all the free tickets that they could, because they was going to make it where they do a no-show protest where they buy up all the reservations for a seat and then don't show up to the event and have an empty house. That's what they're doing. That's one of their tactics. These communist piece of shits. While those who reserved tickets were notified that a new link would be made available at 9 a.m., many expressed they believed that this was a tactic to disparage the empty auditorium protest. That's what I'm talking about. As many reserved tickets with no intention of actually going. Yep, they don't believe in free speech. Tammy Sawyer didn't believe in free speech. She didn't believe in free speech when she got me arrested for so-called assault, but I heckled her self up there. I'm going to try to be real stoic tonight. When I heckled her and called her all kind of names under the sun for insulting us while we was doing our jobs up there at Nathan Bedford Forest Park. Anyway, a new ticket process that the university's official ticketing site has required users to create an account or log in. The site shows that the event is being held by the student group Turning Point USA at University of Memphis, and that Rittenhouse will be sharing his side of the story. Rittenhouse, get this part, listen to this. Rittenhouse is an advocate for Second Amendment in the Constitution, the page reads. He was proven innocent in trial. He was attacked. He defended himself, and he was acquitted, which is the absolute truth. Now he plans to share his story for all to hear his point of view, aside from how the media framed him. Absolutely, because the media did frame him. Sawyer took to the other social media outlets to share her frustrations with the university. She said it seems as if they're dug in their heels. Is the university protecting Rittenhouse from the planned empty theater? Sawyer asked on Instagram. Remember how folks urged everyone to stop complaining, just buy a ticket and don't go. The students did that. Now this. The university has repeatedly stated that they're not sponsoring the event and is being held by a registered student group, Memphis TPUSA. They're also saying that under the First Amendment and the Tennessee Campus Free Speech Act, they cannot legally prohibit such events from being hosted by a registered student organization. I want to get down here where they took that away. They took away the part where they was talking about Kyle Rittenhouse ran across the border. But anyway, in a nutshell, the commies in Memphis are throwing a damn fit because Kyle Rittenhouse is coming to speak to the University of Memphis, and they don't believe in free speech. They don't believe I'm sure if Karl Marx was showing up on that campus, they'd be more than happy to let him get up there and talk. Or maybe Joseph Stalin, who murdered 60 million of his own people. Nah, they'd be fine with that. But old Kyle Rittenhouse, who defended himself and was found not guilty in a court of law of murder because he was defending himself, doesn't have that right. That's how these commies work. They're such a piece of shit. It just aggravates the shit out of me at how they don't believe anybody has the right to speak about anything. Nothing whatsoever. And it's a sad situation in this country where you can't, there's lots of people out here in this world that I do not agree with politically, socially, and everything, but they have the right to speak their mind if they want to. Just like I have the right to speak my mind. You may not like what I have to say. I may not like what you have to say, but I'm still going to sit there and say you have all the right in the world to say it as well as I. And Kyle Rittenhouse has that same right to do as anyone else. But this little thing tonight is going to be interesting. I was planning on going, but being that I've been so sick here lately and I'm coughing my ass off every few minutes, I'll probably start coughing here in a little bit before this video is over with. Let's hope not. But I'm just going to make this a short little episode here and mainly talk about what's going on with this Kyle Rittenhouse thing. It's absolutely terrifying to me that a university, a college, where it's supposed to be a place to exchange ideas and have discourse between two opposing ideas openly without repercussions or attacks or whatever, that shit's dying in this country. It's dying in these universities because these universities and college campuses have been overrun with communists. The teachers, the professors, and everybody all are mostly Democrat communists. And they're influencing these young, influential students with this ideology, and it's getting to where it runs amok. And I hate to say it, but I think it might get a little rough out there at the University of Memphis this evening. But I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, I'm going to read a story here this is Action News 5 in the city of Memphis. This is one of the main outlets there in the city of Memphis. But it says the president of the University of Memphis is being asked to deny an on-campus appearance by Kyle Rittenhouse. He is the young man who shot 3 Black Lives Matter protesters nearly 4 years ago, killing 2 of them. See how they say that? He is the young man who shot. They don't say he was found innocent and proven to be in self-defense. Nope, they don't say that at all. They just say he is the young man who shot 3 Black Lives Matter protesters nearly 4 years ago, killing 2 of them. No other context. Rittenhouse is set to speak at the University of Memphis on Wednesday, March 20th at 7 p.m. Rittenhouse claimed the shootings were in self-defense. After being acquitted, he became the lightning rod of controversy as altruistic icon of the right, a symbol of racism and separatist ideas from the left. See how they frame that shit? Kyle Rittenhouse he wasn't on the left or the right when all this incident happened. Y'all pushed him to the right with the lies and the bullshit y'all said about him, just like you are, WMC5, Action News in Memphis. At the University of Memphis, Rittenhouse upcoming speaking engagement this month is all the buzz. I think he's bold for coming to Memphis, freshman Tyler Beckerman said, allude to Action News 5. I think it's a bold choice given the demographics and the feelings people have towards him. They definitely shouldn't do that, sophomore Jornee Dunn stated while taking the opposite stance, especially because we have a large population of black students on campus, so you want them to feel safe. It's kind of a opposite of doing that. Rittenhouse was just 17 when he shot and killed 2 BLM protesters and injured a third during an uprising in Kenosha, Wisconsin in the 2020 following the police shooting of Jacob Blake. He was found not guilty on all charges, quickly wrote a book, and now touring the country. Turning Point is a nonprofit that advocates for conservative views on college campuses, invited Rittenhouse to Memphis. Turning Point USA field rep Anna Elizabeth Matheny told KWAM News Talk Memphis that this week that she wishes critics would keep an open mind and attend what's being billed as a Rittenhouse recap. Free speech is important, said Matheny. Discussion is important, which I totally agree with this woman. Being able to have civil discourse is what our country needs now, more than ever. U of M students opposed to his visits have already organized, putting the word out. There will be a protest. They're encouraging demonstrators to reverse all the free tickets so no one else can attend. Or reserve, I should say, the free tickets. So they're trying to take up all the tickets so nobody can attend. And it's just ridiculous. I mean, what do they think is going to happen? I mean, really. It's just sad. This shit is just absolutely sad and pathetic. Completely. And for these people to think that they have a right to tell someone that they don't have a choice, a freedom of speech in this country because they don't like his opinions or I mean, damn, I've said it a million times. You can be accused of any crime in this country. You can, by anyone. But there's only one entity on this earth that can provide guilt, and that's a court of law. And when a court of law finds that a person is not guilty of a crime, that means his hands are washed of all of those accusations. And he should be left alone about it. But no, these idiots and communists up in this stupid ass Memphis, University of Memphis up there, want to deny someone the rights to free speech. But damn it, if you ever tried to deny them the rights to free speech, you'd be all over the news. You'd be called a white supremacist. You'd be called a neo-Nazi or something like that because you didn't want them to speak. But do you ever see anybody on the right trying to squash out and stop someone from the left speaking or having their word or say in a matter? Absolutely not. You don't. You sure the hell don't. And it's a crying damn shame that this has gotten to this point in this country. And it's all to blame on the mainstream media and these communist influenced piece of shit university professors and teachers all over this nation. I mean, it's even down here in the University of Memphis. I've done seen it too many times firsthand. And it's going to continue, and it's going to continue until something breaks. Somebody's going to do something stupid, and the shit's going to hit the fan. And I pray and hope and say that it's not going to happen, but you think about what's going on this year. We got an election going on between Donald Trump and idiot Joe Biden. Yeah, and I guarantee you the left and the Democrats are going to pull out all the stops to get Joe Biden reelected to office, if he even makes it to the final presidential election, which I personally don't think he will. But anyway, I just want to touch base with y'all, let y'all know about what's going on in Memphis. Y'all pay attention. I'm sure we'll hear all kind of stories about it. It'll be on the news tonight, I'm sure. And if it's something bad happens, I'll try to give a follow-up. I've been sort of slacking on my Kicking It with K-Rack episodes. Well, I've been sick. I've been focusing on other projects on my YouTube channel, trying to make my YouTube channel grow. I'm almost at 500 subscribers. Thank y'all so much for everyone that subscribed. And I got over 130,000 views on my channel. And my channel is growing tremendously right now. And I want to continue to work on that to make it grow so people can hear what I have to say and share my life with people. Share some Southern culture, share a little music, share a little cooking, because that's what country folks love to do. Cook, sing music, drink beer, and do country shit. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. I'd greatly appreciate it. Help me grow. I'd greatly appreciate every one of y'all out there watching my YouTube channel and my videos. Y'all, I love every one of you. Thank y'all so much. And don't ever forget, God bless Dixie.